Hey, Stage Right Secrets, it's Jacklyn, and I am here with Rachel today. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. Where are you calling from?
I'm in New York.
Amazing. Okay, so with being based in New York, do you think the location plays a vibe or influences you in any way with your music?
100%. I feel like when I walk outside and I just see everybody's fashion, that alone inspires me. But just everybody's very much like to themselves, hustle. It's like the coolest place to be at.
That's amazing. And taking it back, was there an initial moment when you knew music was your calling and it had to be your career?
I've been singing. I put my first cover out when I was 10. So I've been singing forever. I don't really know what like the moment like that flip was where I was like, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. But I always leaned on music as my therapy and like my way to kind of get through things. So once it clicked for me where I was like, I was questioning, should I be a psychologist? Like something in the field of helping people. Once I realized I could do it through my music, that's when I was like, this is 100% like what I'm meant to do.
That's perfect. And how did signing with Virgin come about?
It took a long time. I've been really picky on who I let into my circle when it comes to releasing my music, just because it means so much to me and I want people to have the same vision as me. I made sure to not, partner with anybody too quickly if they didn't see my vision or if I didn't see my vision clearly. So spoke to them for a few years and it just finally made sense for the music coming out.
That's perfect. And speaking of music coming out, your new single, Know Better, is a masterpiece.
Thank
Bravo.
you.
What was the initial inspiration or gut feeling that started off the creative process for you?
My friend called me and said that they are getting back with their ex or trying to. And I feel like everybody knows this feeling when you're kind of the helper that's like got them through the breakup. And it's like, please don't do this again. I'm begging, please don't go through it because I'm the one that's going to have to help heal it again. It was kind of that situation where I was like, you should know better at this point. But I wrote it from her perspective, showed her the song. She was not happy. Now she loves it because they didn't end up getting back together, but hated me at the time. It's just what happens.
It's amazing. And did you have to go through any rewrites or anything creative that you changed from the original version?
Actually, no. I mean, production 100%, like added elements as we finished it up, but it felt really real in the moment. Sometimes I like to even keep my vocals from the first take when we like recorded day of. A lot of my songs are day of vocals just because the emotion, like I can't really you can't fake it. So when it sounds like I'm crying, it's probably because I was. Like it's very intense in the studio the day we make it. So I try to keep that authenticity as much as possible.
I love that. And then how do you go from taking that recording to putting it to a live performance?
I mean, I like to change it with live recording. Like just like when I'm on stage, I like to switch it up just so that like you're not listening to the same version that you have on Spotify. Everybody could go listen to that. But sometimes I'll strip it back. Sometimes I'll add more to it. Um, just I feel like live performances, it always changes the way that I even think of my songs, just because seeing the way people react, it makes me perform it differently. And kind of like connecting their stories to my music changes it a lot. So live is completely different. I can't really put it into words, but it's just way more vulnerable, I guess, and intimate.
Love that. That's perfect. And I mean, speaking of tours, you just finished your headline tour. You have so much coming up and you're working on your sophomore album, which is so exciting. How far along into the process are you right now?
I on my album,
Yes.
I am going out to LA in like 2 days to hopefully finish it up, but it has been in the works for a really long time. I'm incredibly excited about it. I've never been more passionate in my life about the music coming out. So I'm just so excited for people to hear it.
And what was the first song you wrote for the project?
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet? Okay. When will it be coming out with the album or will it be a single like in the coming months?
That's still up for debate which ones are
Okay.
singles and which aren't. But the plan right now is the first song that I did write for the album is a single.
So exciting. Okay. And how do you go about choosing singles for that matter with your creative team?
It's actually a really tough thing. I'm not going to give away how many songs are on it, but I have such different love for each one of the songs. It kind of goes down to what I feel. I write the songs for myself, and then I kind of try to live in other people's shoes and see what else like I would want to hear from the other perspective. And I'll ask around a little bit just to see what resonates. It's really tricky because I feel like there's not necessarily any right answer when it comes down to it. It's just like what I'm loving at the moment and what other people are loving around me.
Love
So
that.
figuring it out. It changes like every week for me.
Is there a song that didn't make the cut that you would have liked to see make the cut?
I can't believe this, but every single song that we wrote for the album is on the album.
That's
We
really
started
impressive.
we started one and then didn't end up going with it and switched it to a song that's on it in one of the sessions. But yeah, no, which is shocking. I never thought that that's how my first time actually sitting down and writing a full album would be. But that there's just something about being in a room with the same people every day that you could kind of connect the dots and really write something like true and deep. And I think we were just digging for like the deepest messages possible and just lived in that emotion. And we got a song out of it like every day, which is pretty wild.
That is magic. Wow. Okay. And then obviously you have the album, finished the headline tour, you have Lollapalooza coming up. So, Lollapalooza, how are you going to go about crafting the perfect set list for a festival since some people will be fans of you, some people may not have heard of you?
Yeah, I've already started. It's first of all one of the most exciting things in my career so far, and I'm so fortunate to be on that bill with such incredible artists. I've been handcrafting just with like the unreleased music, with my released music. Um, Maybe I'll throw in a cover. It's not really like 100% confirmed. It's still being worked on right now, but have a good general gist. Just want to go off of like the energy and I just want to give everybody a fun time, no matter if you know the songs or not, that you'll still want to move and jump and, try to sing along if you can. That's like my biggest goal for Lala is just to have fun.
For sure. And I mean, that is such a stellar packed lineup this year. Who would you like to see perform if you get given the opportunity, or maybe even me?
Yeah, thankfully, the person that I did want to hear is on the same day as me performing. I love Doechii so much. I think she is an absolute icon, one of the most like admirable humans that's coming up right now in the industry. And she's made me like rap a lot more recently. Like I just love her. So very excited. That's where I will be after my set.
For sure. So anyone willing to catch your set may want to get a sneak peek of you, go to Dochi's set. You'll be there.
100% I will be there.
Perfect. And then I mean Lollapalooza is such a bucket list moment. What else is on your bucket list right now?
There's a lot on my bucket list, but to get this album out is what's like the most important thing for me. Going back on the road and meeting people that, I support me through the phone. It's like the best feeling in the world to finally give them a hug. And I don't know, I kind of feel like my fan base is my friend base. That's what I like to call them, just because I genuinely love talking to them. Like I feel like it's a FaceTime call anytime I'm doing anything, videos or anything like that. So just connecting with as many people as possible. That's my biggest goal.
That's incredible. And hope you're proud on a personal note. Makes me bawl like a baby. My dad died, so that just
Oh, I'm so
absolutely made me tear up the first time and it's like you really put those emotions into tangible lyrics, which is incredible. So
you.
what music or any other type of media or creativity makes you bawl like a baby and get emotional?
Oh, a lot of things make me fall into emotion. I am a crybaby. First of all, if I see anybody cry, I cry. It's it's a newer thing and it's really bad because it's like every time I cry. Movies make me cry. Other songs make me cry 100%. Especially like when you're in it. Like I completely understand what you're saying. Like my therapy is to write it, but to listen back to it sometimes can give me even more of a therapy just to live outside and just take it in. So when I was grieving the person that I wrote Hope You're Proud About, for example, it was like on a loop for me, which I normally never listen to my own music. Like I just write it and then it's for everybody else to enjoy. But sometimes it's just like those types of songs where you need those words to heal something in you. And that was definitely like the writing for me. I've started to cry in sessions while I'm writing it. I just have become more and more emotional. So I cry over everything in short.
What was the last song that made you cry? Can you remember?
The last song that made me cry. Hmm. It was one of the songs that I wrote, but I'm trying to think of a song that made me cry that wasn't mine. Um,
I'll
wow.
totally edit this or we can come back to it.
Yeah, come back to it because I need to sit on this one.
All right. Very cool. And then, I mean, got bucket list moments, new album. What else can people expect from you this year? Obviously, new album, hopefully, by the end of the year.
For sure. Album, hopefully that will be done. I definitely want to go back on the road. I want to go places where I haven't been yet so that I can meet more people. Hopefully some collaborations in the future. Way more performing. And yeah, I don't know, everything at the same time. More merch, more like literally everything you could think of. There's more of it coming this year.
It is so exciting. So we have a segment called First and Last. Whatever comes to mind, we can totally edit this if you take a second to think about it or come back to one of them. So that last, and actually that question kind of fell into this, but what was the first concert you ever attended as a fan?
Bruce Springsteen. My dad's the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan. And like full, I'm from Jersey. So my dad's been to like over 150 concerts, if not more. So yeah, he's raising his daughters right with that one.
That is so iconic for a first concert too. Like
Right?
you can't get better. Wow. And what was the last album you listened to in its entirety aside from yours?
Jelly Roll. I just listened to Jelly Roll's album, and today I listened to Bailey Zimmerman's album. So my genre, like everything, I've been listening to Sir's album, who's R&B artist. Like I've just been listening to every genre and a bunch of albums recently. So those are the three that have been on my loop.
Love that. And what was the first mom I made it moment in this industry for you?
Oh, my first mom I made it moment. I know it's hard to say because it's kind of like I think it may have been actually my first moment was when my parents let me drop out of college to pursue being an artist. I genuinely thought I won a Grammy. If you saw my reaction, you would have thought I became the biggest star in the world because I truly thought so. And my second one was my parents surprised me with a keyboard. So I'm very lucky to have parents who are incredibly supportive. And those were my first mom, I made it moments.
I love that. Oh. And what was your last Amazon purchase?
Protein powder.
Hopefully with some good flavor. Yes. And
No chocolate.
what was your first Halloween costume growing up? Do you remember?
Ooh, I think a clown. The first picture I saw was me as a clown. Not sure who came up with that, but I think that was my first Halloween costume.
Fearless as a kid. I'd be petrified running the opposite way.
Really?
And what was the last song you karaoke to?
Ooh. Um, I dug my key in. Carrie Underwood.
Iconic.
Yep.
And what was the first song you wrote? Do you remember the name or any lyric from it?
I do. Oh my God. I actually don't remember the first one. I literally know exactly where it was when I wrote it, everything, but I don't know the name of it. The first name I can remember is probably my third song I wrote, called Blink of an Eye.
Oh, okay. And what was your last TV binge?
Love Island. I
What
can't
season?
I can't stop. I watched the US one last. Or no, I watched the Australia one, the most recent Australian one.
Okay. I gotta get in Australia. Wow. And then do you remember the last song that made you cry that wasn't yours?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I know it was a country song, but I can't come up with the name of it. I'd have to look on my phone.
I mean, you can if you have time, if you have a second,
Okay.
go for
Yeah.
it.
Okay. I will give you it. Artists. Let's see.
Country has some good stuff coming up right now. And Jelly Roll, him live. I don't know if you've seen him live.
I have not, but he's incredible. Um, I have a playlist of 1,000 songs. This is really not good.
I feel like playlists just need to be by emotion. Like these are the songs that make me bawl. These are the songs I need to do when I'm driving in my car. And
I
So
know.
full.
And it's a mix of everything under the sun. So this is just there was a song. You know what? The one that I can remember, if I were to think, is Till You Can't by Cody Johnson. Even though that's a really upbeat, happy song, the lyrics in it are absolutely gorgeous. And the lyric about saying, take that phone call from your mama one, because you'll never know one day when you can't, hit me. Hit me really bad and really hard.
I love that. Well,
Yeah.
that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for taking the time. I cannot wait to hear this new album and good luck with Lala. I'm actually from Chicago, so I will
Are
be
you
there.
going?
I think so. I freelance for a bunch of different outlets, so I
That's,
typically cover with the Grammys, so we're gonna see if I'm back with them this year or if I'm gonna go with
that's
someone else.
well, if you're there, we got to meet up. We'll hang
Yes,
out
for
in
sure.
person.
And try some deep dish pizza if you haven't already. We have
Okay.
some stuff downtown, and if you can do the after parties, they're really fun and so intimate. Like you get all these crazy headliners with maybe like 1,000 cap venue. It's pretty cool.
Sick. Any place I should go for deep dish pizza
There
specific?
are several. Luminati's is pretty much the go-to, and you can also, ironically, now get it shipped via like an air carrier and it's frozen, which is decent. But that and Portillo's has really good hot dogs and like everything from vegan to normal to everything you could possibly imagine. So yeah, we have some
Getting it
good
after my
stuff.
Lala performance. That will be on the
Yes,
bucket
please
list.
just go. We have so much good stuff there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.